Hi folks, in this video we are going to cover the title sequence write-up. Now the title sequence write-up is a required item for your project. It is one of the deliverables that you folks will be including in your zip folder that you will hand in with your project at the end of this project period. Now you folks can download a template of the title sequence write-up by coming down to the download section, clicking on this button. I've already gone ahead and downloaded it. It's basically a text file, right? And this text file is similar to the synopsis that you folks had to write for your Photoshop movie poster project. It's basically a summary of what your title sequence movie is going to be about, or a synopsis. Okay, so you folks kind of have experience doing this already. Here in the title sequence write-up, it's comprised of two parts. Here at the top half, you have an example. This is all it is, just an example. And the bottom half here is the actual part or portion where you will fill out. Now for the top half, once you fill it out, you go ahead and delete it. And then what you can do is delete out the word template. And then for the title sequence write-up, you can center the text. For you folks on Windows, just got to look for the justification menu and center the text to the middle. You can change this to the movie title. And then, of course, you put in your name and you fill out the rest. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and undo that. So let's take a look at the example. Now, the first half of the example is an area where you folks will put in links. The links will be links to assets that you folks downloaded. Now, if you folks saw some of my tutorial videos, you folks will know that assets is just another word for content. Okay, video clips, photographs, sound effects clips, and sound or music clips, MP3s, so on and so forth. Those are all content that you folks will use to compose your title sequence movie, or assets. Okay, so content, assets, same thing. So let's take a look at, before we go ahead and take a look at the first one, make sure that any movie clip, video clip, photograph, sound effects, or background music that you use for your movie is copyright cleared. Okay, I can't stress that enough, folks. It cannot be copyrighted material. Copyrighted material can be any type of movie clip from an actual movie or television show or animation show, anime from Japan, video game footage, anything that is professionally produced by a movie studio or studio of any kind, you cannot use. If you do end up using it and I see it, you folks will be graded down heavily for that. Okay, make sure you are using copyright cleared material or content assets in your video. I do provide some links here to copyright cleared websites. So we're going to take a look at videos right now. So if I click on one of the links, it opens up the website here. All of the videos featured on this website are free to use for everybody, and they are copyright cleared. Or what you folks can do is search Google for free stock videos. Okay, so if I copy that, open up a Google webpage here, I can paste that there. Free stock videos and search. Just avoid the links that say ad; those are paid for. And Pexels, which is this website right here, is one of the top hits. So you have a bunch to choose from. Okay. So say if you're doing a movie that's a horror movie, in a search engine here, you may want to type in something as a word like scary or ghost, vampire, whatnot. The issue with these websites is because they are free, they don't have a lot of selection. Here, as you can see, there's 12 videos. So, not a lot of videos here. The videos at the bottom here you see are sponsored by Shutterstock. So if I click on one of them, very nice thunderstorm, but as you can see here, you gotta pay to use it. I'm sure a lot of you folks don't want to pay for, your copyright cleared movie footage or photographs. You folks are welcome to use a website like Shutterstock. They have awesome content or assets that you folks can use. The drawback is that it costs money for a subscription. This is basically a website full of videos and photographs that are copyright cleared, but you got to pay a subscription to download any of the content on this website, which you folks can do if you want. I just wanted to put it out there. It is not required that you folks get a subscription to Shutterstock. I just wanted to give you folks another option in case you folks don't mind paying the subscription fee. And Shutterstock isn't the only website that offers content where you can pay a subscription and do unlimited downloads. There's, I think, Getty Images or whatnot, but all you gotta do is open up Google and do stock videos, and you have a whole bunch. iStock Photo, Shutterstock that we just seen, a bunch of other websites. But if you folks don't want to pay, that's fine. But just know that your choices are limited. Let's take a look at this one here. Okay, so we got a video footage of a skull with some candles. Nice ambiance, scary for your horror movie. You can use this in a background. All right, so if you decide, okay, this is what I want to use, you can go ahead and download it. Just got to come up here to the down arrow and select a size of video that you want. Being that our video is going to be small, you might want to select the smallest option here and click free download. Now you can ignore that part and just go ahead and click OK and save it to your hard drive. All right. Now, if you do decide to use this video or any asset for that matter, you folks will need to provide me with the website address or the link for that particular video that you're downloading. This here is the website address for the video I'm downloading. Okay, so going back to your title sequence write-up, you will need to list the link. Remember, the top half here is just an example, so you would actually have to come down here to copyright clear videos for this concept. So let's get rid of this where it says copy paste link to video here. You can post more than one link if you want. I'm just going to write a quick description. Skull with candles, and then I'm going to paste the link that I used to download that video. And once again, you can put multiple videos in your own video if you want. You're not limited to just one. You can use as much as you want, but for every video that you use, you gotta paste the link here, as well as a short description. So the same thing for copyright cleared images or photographs. Let's click on this link right here, stock free images. Okay, I've already gone ahead and typed in haunted house. Let's take a look if they have any images for haunted houses for our movie. There's a whole bunch. You have to be careful though. Some of them, they say it's free, but you might have to join a website. Like you notice some of these images have the little spiral. That's for a website where you have to. It's probably free, but you have to join. Okay, so you may want to avoid those websites. You can find images, maybe this one here, that you don't have to join anywhere. You can just close out that. And let's see. Perhaps you can download it over here. I'm not sure, but yeah, see, even this one you have to join. Now, if you can't find images, like all of them want you to join and you don't want to join, there's a easier website you can use, and that's Google. Okay, so if you go to Google, you open up a Google page and you click on images. You can type in, let's go haunted house. So you got some great images here. But before you go ahead and start downloading images, you should go over to Tools, Usage Rights. Click on that. And you should choose from either labeled for reuse or labeled for non-commercial reuse. Okay? One of these two. Okay? The other two you can reuse, but you got to modify it a little bit, so you probably got to take it into Photoshop. So, to keep you folks from having to do extra work, I would just stick with labeled for reuse or labeled for non-commercial reuse. Let's choose that one. So you still got a lot of great pictures here that you folks can use. This one is off Pixabay. So if you click on it, you can go ahead and do a free download. Okay? Just remember, as I said before, if you download this image, make sure you catch the website address of the image, come back to your title sequence write-up, and under cleared images, you're going to type haunted house, and then paste the link for that picture here. Okay, and as I said with the videos, you can have as much images as you want. Just make sure the images are not copyrighted, right? Copyright cleared images. So if you use Google, using this option here, which is under Tools, is a great way to get images that are not copyrighted. Okay, let's move on. Now, copyright cleared sounds. Now, I've provided you folks with links to YouTube's sound library. Now, you folks may not know this, but YouTube has copyright cleared sound libraries that the YouTube content creators out there use for their own videos, and it is free for the public to use. So I provided a link for the background music as well as a link for sound effects, and it's on YouTube. So if you click on one of these links here, you'll be taken to the audio library. And even though I provided you a link to the background music and to sound effects, it's actually on the same page but on different tabs. So you have the sound effects here and you have the background music here. So if you type in something like scary and search, you have a whole bunch of music here. Well, I guess with the scary search word, there's oh, there's a whole bunch there. I thought there was only a little bit. You can preview it just by clicking on it and click the play button. That doesn't sound very scary. Try something else. Nope. Uh. Well, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but you folks, you guys get the gist of it. When you, after you've taken a listen to it, you're gonna go ahead and hit the download button, and then you're going to hit. Actually, before you hit the download button, right click on it, open link in new tab, and then you're gonna save the file. But what you want to do is, when you open it in a new tab, it open up another tab. This is the website address for that download. So you're gonna copy that and come back here. And what was the name of it? Hanging with the Worms. So, Hanging with the Worms. Paste the link for it. Alright? Once again, you can use as much as you want. If you want to use sound effects, type in scary. Get the alien breath, Halloween. Good sound effect. I want it. Right click on a download, open link in new tab, save your file, go to that tab, copy the link, come back to your copyright cleared sounds. I forget what it's called, Halloween. And paste the link there. All right, folks. So you're gonna do that for every asset that you folks use in your video. All right. Now, of course, because I'm doing a horror movie, for the genre, you got comedy, romance, psychological thriller, and so on and so forth, like sci-fi. I'm gonna type in horror. Movie concept. If you look at the example up here, it's basically a brief synopsis of what the movie is about. Okay, so type in whatever you want. Okay, but come up with your own stuff. Something like small town is shaken by a killer, and so on and so forth. A little bit more length than just this, folks. I'm just going through it quickly. Required text. The required text is the format that you folks will choose to do your movie title sequence. If you've seen my first video, the project overview video, After Effects project overview video, you see the required title sequence content. These are the required text. So what you folks are going to do is you must choose from one of the following formats. Okay, these are the required text. So if you go for the first format, Studio Logo Presents, this is an example, Paramount Pictures And then you have the logo, presents, see, Paramount Pictures logo, presents, actor name, Charlize Theron, actor name, Nicolas Cage, and a director name, Steven Spielberg, production, and then your movie title, in this case, Farewell. So, just for an example, I'm going to copy this and required text fill in, you put that here. Okay? So instead of Paramount Pictures, say if I did, I don't know, Pixar presents, you get, and by the way, folks, you can use whoever you want. This part is not copyrighted, so if you wanted to put, I don't know, Robert Downey Jr. and who else? Whoever, you folks get the gist. And choose a director. You can put your own name, and then the movie. Okay, so that's what you do for the required text part. Composition idea. Describe the imagery, video, and sound, and how you would, you use it to convey your concept. And basically, it's just like you're writing. I'm thinking of doing this with this video and doing that, and have the text come in at a certain part and whatnot, and have this photo do this. So basically, take a look at this example and think how you're picturing it in your mind. So before you even write this part, you may want to go ahead and get the videos you want to use, get the photographs you want to use, and also get the sound clips that you want to use that looks interesting to you, and then play around with it a little bit. And once you start getting an idea of how you want to compose them together, then you can come back and type out your composition idea down here, right? So once you get all of this filled out, that's when you can type in your name. Your idea is actually all of this. There's not something that you have to fill out here. You can actually delete that part out. And you come back up here, and what you're gonna do is delete out all of that. Delete this, and you're gonna center that text, and whatever if your name of the movie is Killer, then that's what up here is gonna have, Killer. And then that's it for your movie title or title sequence write-up. Okay, folks? So remember, get your assets first. Fill in the website address, links, as well as a short description for each of your assets. Fill out the bottom half and change out the title and delete the example out, and you should be finished with your title sequence write-up. Now when you save your title sequence write-up, okay, you're going to do File and Save. You're going to actually change the name. So instead of your name, title sequence write-up template, you're going to have your name, John Doe, or whatever your name is, and that's what you're gonna turn in your zip folder as one of the deliverables. Title sequence write-up is yourname.txt or yourname.rtf. Yourname.txt, that's for you Windows guys, because you have a text editor. RTF will be for you Mac folk. Okay, so either format is fine. Um, if you folks have to, you can do a Word document, so .docx, but it might be easier for you folks just to do a text file or RTF file. All right, so it's pretty much it for this video. You folks may want to start now though, because it does take a while to find the right video, the right photograph, and the right music and sound effects for your videos. So as you're learning After Effects, make sure you start gathering your assets now, so that it'll be easier for you folks to fill out your template as well as start a new video in the next few weeks. If you folks have any questions, or if you folks have a question about footage, video clip footage or pictures that you want to use, but you're not too sure if it's copyrighted, you guys can send a link to me via email, and I'll take a look at it, and then I'll tell you folks whether or not you can use it. So if you have any questions like that, or any other questions regarding this project, feel free to email me at any time. All right, folks, good.